Hello and welcome. This is Rooflemonger, my friends. We have even more new Street Fighter 6 footage to pour through and more information from it. A few days back, the official Street Fighter Twitter said they are basically going radio silent, like you're not going to see any more Street Fighter for a while. And since then, we've been seeing, well, more Street Fighter, so I guess we'll take it, right? So let's pour over the footage as it stands. Now, this is mostly Guile related, although there's a big one here because they're using the RE engine to make Street Fighter 6, and this is part of their big flexing because there will be battle damage. You can see in this victory pose shot here, Guile is, well, all sorts of jacked up about the face. He's got bruises, he's got cuts, so there is definitely some manner of battle damage. You can see a big black eye as well, right? Going on here in Street Fighter 6. Now, we didn't see any of this in previous footage, right? But it would appear that the Guile build of the game is a later build than the one that was showcased earlier with the 4 characters. Battle damage is certainly nothing new in fighting games, right? It's been done before, but not in Street Fighter. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Maybe certain characters will have more battle damage, some will have less. We'll see how that is. It would be interesting if it'd be something you could toggle off and on as well. But once again, I feel this is like a flex of their engine that they can showcase real-time battle damage. This one here, this is just a small deal, but it warms my heart. And that is, there's a box on Guile's stage, and if you hit someone near the box, you break the box. This is a classic for Guile stages in basically every Street Fighter, going all the way back to Street Fighter 2. And just happy it's a thing. I like when you hit a dude and something in the background breaks. I'm always a really, really big fan of that. Now for more Guile related stuff here. So some stuff here we didn't see in the trailer, like his bazooka knee, still in the game, that's great. It's a way for him to maintain his charge while moving forward. Now we got a bunch of new, target combos, command normals, whatever in the original Guile trailer, but we didn't see some of the classics, so it's good to know that the classics are still here. Here we can see Guile's classic Backfist, and it does indeed combo. It says counter hit, so he might be getting a couple extra frames of advantage from the counter hit, but still we can get some combos from it. That's interesting. Also another example of that here. So Backfist, this one maybe not a counter hit, the counters from the previous hit. Jab, Sonic Boom into the level 3 super. So a couple things to tell from this. If he got the Sonic Boom off, the level 3 might not be the old down, back, down, forward, down, back, up, forward motion, maybe? And also, while the level 3 is happening, the timer is stopped. So, doesn't mean so much for Guile, but Zangief players are probably going to be a real big fan of that. Here we can see something that was mentioned only in text before. So Guile's level 1 super, the Sonic Hurricane. Depending on which button you press, it changes the angle. And here we see an upwards angled version of the move. So this is potentially, just another way to control the screen. Maybe you're a little bit out of range of a flash kick, but you know they're going to jump. Then you can blow them up for jumping. Guile still has the upside down kick as well, so that's handy. It's really good at blowing up throw attacks and all that kind of stuff. Now here's the big one. It looks like he has perfect attack flash kicks as well. So if you saw the previous video, you know what I'm talking about. If not, it'll be linked at the end of this video. But it looks like the perfect time flash kick is also a thing on top of the perfect time Sonic Boom. So as you can see here, when he does the flash kick, there's like the explosion at his feet when he's doing it. This is the same how the perfect time Sonic Boom works. But if he does a regular flash kick, well, nothing. And you can see it clear as day right there, side by side, right? So looks like the perfect timing mechanic exists for both the Sonic Boom and for the flash kick. Brought up in the other video, but I guess we don't know for sure how it activates. I speculated it would be perfect charge timing, but also I guess it could be you just hit forward or up and the button at the same time, but that seems much less interesting. And also, depending on your control setup, also pretty trivial to do. So I do hope for Guile, and potentially other charge characters, it is based on how well you charge the move. And the final thing to talk about here is just the drive system, and these two little clips here showcase this very well. How you can be punished for being overly defensive, yes, but if you're a little too aggressive, as you can see here, Guile's burning through that drive system like it's candy. And you can go from full to empty in a heartbeat. So being overly aggressive with your bar is probably a really good way to lose a match. Especially here when you can see the counter hits. The counter hits also drain a decent amount of the drive bar as well. Keep in mind when you're in the blown up state here, when you have no drive meter, you move slower, you do less damage, you're susceptible to getting stunned. So it's a bad time all around for you, right? So just keep in mind, it's your offensive life, it's your defensive life, but it is your life. So even though the game will let you burn through it real quick as you please, maybe be pretty careful on how you use it. So, considering Street Fighter 6 is supposed to have been gone dark by now, we're getting a lot of info, and hey, I'll take it as long as it keeps coming. We're definitely learning a lot more about character specifics and also just the engine itself. Once again, this Guile build seems to be a later build than the one that was showcased earlier because we have things like the battle damage and all that, and I'm sure there's many more secrets to be unveiled over time just yet. Not the least of which is, all the other characters. Yes, we probably have a really good idea thanks to Leak who is in the roster, but seeing just how the characters play, knowing the characters is actually just a small bit of it, because I want to see how all these characters play. But I guess we gotta wait a little bit longer before we get any of that. That said, my friends, that's the info and the news as it stands today, and well, that's it for this video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well, and go out and play some Street Fighter.